like a boss.
All right, ladies, this is Alex from Mindful Attraction, and today we're going to be talking about something very interesting, and that's how to use the China MBA method. All right, I call it the China MBA method because it's a method that all you ladies can use to bring down the giant. Okay, look, man, the world that we live in is a world of appearances. When I mean that it's a world of appearances, is this is that most of the things that people do, they usually do it because they know they're going to be socially rewarded, or they know that they're going to get a certain reward, right? So when you see like people like the NBA, right? For those who don't know, the NBA is an organization that prides itself in being very social justicey, right? And they're very into social issues, right? They fight against domestic violence, against homophobia, against racial injustices, and that's really good. I support that, right? The problem is that when you put yourself in that position, then when you put yourself in that position, but you usually do that because there's actually social rewards for it, right? So you never really know, like the motivation of people's actions if they're being rewarded for their actions. You see what I'm saying? But as soon as their finances is at stake, as soon as they have to stand between real justice and losing money, which is when shit gets real, they start falling. It's almost like when people say they'll never snitch, and when it's time to snitch, they fucking snitch, right? And now, why is that? Because of one element of human nature, and is this: humans are naturally selfish. They're self-interested creatures. They'll do everything as long as it means that they can't lose, right? Now, when it means that you can't, when it's time for my money, when it's time for my freedom, a lot of the things that I stand for, I will not stand for no more, right? So what China does is that China knows what you want, right? They find out your weakness. The NBA is a strong organization, but you want to know what's their biggest weakness? Taking away their money, right? They'll do everything. They'll do everything. But if you take away their money, when at the end of the day, when you take away the bottom line, they'll bend to your will, right? Now, this is the thing though, is that they'll bend to your will if they know that you're willing to spite your nose, to cut off your nose to spite your face. See what I'm saying? So what China does is that China has almost like a self-destructive attitude, where it's kind of like you either do it my way or we're done, right? And that extreme pullback causes most organizations to bend, right? Or better yet, it causes the organizations to show their true colors, right? So the way this works is that you have to know what you want, right? Because what China does is that China exaggerates. China exaggerates like the problems, like saying we are offended for saying that, right? And so what happens is that because they exaggerate the problem and then they pull away, it forces you to reconsider whether or not you really are the wrong one, because it's such an incredible reaction, right? So this is how it's done. You find any reason to find an argument. I'm not saying that I want you to do that, but I'm saying the way, if you were in a relationship, is that you find anything to argue about, right? For example, once you get them invested, like China did, China got them to invest in them. They've been working together for 30 years. Once you get them invested, like once they like you, once they have emotions, like after like 2 or 3 months, then find any excuse to pull away, either because they were late on a date, either because he canceled on a date. The point is that you use that and you just fucking pull away. And then you just like really pull away to the point that you're willing to lose them, to the point that you're even willing to just not talk to them anymore, right? It is extreme, and I don't talk about this, but the first pull away should be done in an extreme fashion, where they have to work to get you back, where they have to bend over to get you back, where they have to do everything to get you back, right? Like an extreme pull away, right? For example, like one of my clients, I told him like, where the girl, she went to the wrong date spot, right? They were supposed to meet uptown. She met him downtown by mistake, right? For some reason. And he could have easily just said, that's okay, let's meet in midtown. But you know what he did? He was like, you know what? I did what you said, and I just overreacted. And so he left. He went home. He was like, fuck you, man. You did this on purpose. Bye. He left home and he was like, don't talk to me, right? And that was him willing to walk away, but he's exaggerating a problem. He usually doesn't care about this, but he's acting like it's a big problem, right? And what she did, she was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry," blah 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 blah. He still didn't give in. He's like, "Nope." Like you playing games, man. You playing games. And so then she was like trying to convince him that she's not playing games. He was like, "Well, you gotta make it up to me." And then she was like, "Oh, how can I make it up?" And then she was sucking a lot of dick, right? She was sucking a lot of dick to make it up to him, right? But the point is that the quick pull away, it's like sharp, like it's like sudden, but there have to be an attachment. So you have to be seeing them for like 1 or 2 months. That instant pull away causes them to actually, like, you think they're confident until you do this. Like you think they won't start chasing until you do this. You'll be surprised because you see like a different face of them. You're like, oh my god, like I thought they were confident. Like holy shit, like I thought this wouldn't work. And then you'll notice it works. You see what I'm saying? So it's one of those things, man. All right, ladies, this is Alex from For Attraction. This is how you do it, man. I mean, it's a manipulation strategy that China really does, and it's a principle, right? This is how they're gonna react, right? Now, the way you counter that is to let them walk away, collectively, as a whole. Like every company in the United States just says, "All right, fuck you, go," right? But that takes them to unite. It takes people to unite. You know what I'm saying? But you as an individual, you have to unite within yourself and resolve to never chase after somebody who does that, because that's an overreaction. You know what I'm saying? You'll say, "Hey, what's going on?" And if they still mad, you're gonna try to get them back one time, right? But you're not gonna go a step and beyond to get them back. You're like, "Nah, nigga, I ain't sucking your dick for that shit. Fuck that shit," right? Unless you really like them and that's what you want, then that's what you want. Go ahead. I mean. Some women enjoy sucking dick, like some women like cooking, or some women, it's like a hobby for some women, like everyone has their thing. So everyone has their own kinks, right? Can't judge them for that. All right, ladies, this is Alex from For Attraction. Hope you guys enjoy your day. And don't forget, I have a seminar October 26th about how to find your life's task. Something that I really guys want you to come. I'm already preparing it, and it's actually almost done. So we're putting in the work. Be safe. Bye-bye.
All right, ladies. So this is the course that all of you guys have been asking me for, and it's the psychological game of attraction. This is pretty much the course that will make any man beg to want to commit with you. This is the course that I wish, I'll be honest with you, if I was a woman, this is the kind of course that I want, because it's a course that's specifically geared to help you understand how guys fall in love and how to do it in a systematic way that's almost predictable, right? So let me show you guys how this course is set up. By the way, there's a 30-day money back guaranteed on this course. So if you guys don't like it, you guys will get money back. Look, let me show you how it's done, right? So it's split up in a few sections. The first section is the introduction, obviously, what to expect from it. After that is I'm giving you an understanding of the psychology of attraction, right? Because you need to understand that dating is a game. You need to think strategically, that there are certain laws of human nature that you cannot break, and just a few things of why people love each other. It's very important to have a realistic expectation. After that, we go into the three phases of every relationship. They all go in these three phases, and these phases could overlap each other at times, right? The first phase is the pre-honeymoon period. It is when you first know the person, or it is when you're becoming acquaintance with the guy, or it is when you guys broke up and are back together, or it is when you guys had a long period of you guys not knowing each other and now you guys want to rekindle things. This works in any point of the relationship that you need to spark interest and curiosity. So these videos are specific for that. Specific to create curiosity, how to get to know the guy the right way, using your non-verbals, how to create a powerful reputation. It's truly powerful stuff. After that is the honeymoon period. This honeymoon period is how to get from curiosity to interest to creating a deep connection. So all of these videos are specifically geared to that. Not the 30, no. These specific videos are there for this phase, and this phase is any phase. You guys are having a good, happy moment. You guys just got back together, and now you feel that peak. You feel that happiness that you guys felt. That's what this is, right? So these videos are there for that, creating a lonely fantasy, the preemptive breakup, the triangle of love, using words to control his man. It's powerful stuff. After that is the post honeymoon period, and again is a short list of videos, because these videos are there to solidify the connection that you already created. So if you just had an incredible moment, or you just came out of a vacation with a guy and everything went well, you better use this phase, because if you don't do this, he's going to become disenchanted. It's just how it is. These are very specific videos. And if you, and all you got to do is just say, all right, where am I? I tell you where you guys are, and you just watch the video. It's pretty much like being coached by me. You got some bonus videos: stop being nice, dealing with the inevitable, how to deal with breakup, how to deal with getting over a dude. This is the how to overcome manipulation, identifying manipulation, deterring manipulation, defending yourself against manipulation, what to do if you're already in a manipulative relationship, and how to avoid them through detachment. It's pretty much an extremely succinct and laser focused course. Not one waste of motion. That's why I love it. And there's a 30-day money back guarantee if you guys don't like it. No questions asked, people. All right. And if you guys want to support this channel, this is how you support it. And I hope you guys enjoy this. All right. See you guys inside.